Tomorrow I am going in the morning.
Why should you go?
It was very good time here.
Tomorrow I am coming there. At what time you have to leave?
7:30 after
Morning,
our office.
Morning I am coming there for program. You can take prasad, everything. We'll meet. Please sit down. Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Om.
Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Om. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Om.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Om. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Om. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Om.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Om. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Om.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Rama Om. Shri Rama Jai Ram. Jai Jai Rama Om.
Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram Jai Ram. Jai Jai Rama Om. Shri Rama Jai Ram. Jai Jai Rama Om.
Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram Jai Ram. Jai Jai Rama Om.
Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Ram.
Shri Ram Jai Ram. Jai Jai Rama Om.
Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram Jai Ram. Jai Jai Rama Om. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Hari Om to everybody. Today one friend brought one quotation of Papa from Hints to Aspirant. We will read that quotation. The ultimate end of spiritual endeavor is not only to merge oneself in the Supreme Consciousness, but also to retain in a mysterious way a personal existence. How these contradictions can be reconciled is a mystery. Perhaps our poor intellect, which moves only in a limited sphere, cannot grasp this truth. The best thing is to realize that supreme sphere, there is no...
I'll get to you.
The best thing is to realize that supreme state by performing the needed sadhana and know for oneself by experience what that supreme attainment is. Now we are getting the, what do you call that? Carpet. Shri Ram Jai Ram. Jai Jai Rama. Shri Ram Jai Ram. Jai Jai Rama. Shri Ram Jai Ram. Jai Jai Rama. Not that we require the carpet now, but she has gone.
Their open keys are inside.
This is a subjective subject, so there should not be any disturbance in between. So once again we will read that question by the time he comes. Papa says, the ultimate end of spiritual endeavor is not only to merge oneself in the Supreme Consciousness, but also to retain in a mysterious way a personal existence. Please wait, please wait.
Carpet is coming. Wait.
Carpet is coming.
Coming.
They will bring the carpet. Okay.
Chair. On the chair. உங்களுக்கு சேர் வேணும் இல்லையா? அங்கே இருக்கா?
அங்க இருக்கு.
The ultimate end of spiritual endeavor is not only to merge oneself in the supreme consciousness, but also to retain in a mysterious way a personal existence. How these contradictions can be reconciled is a mystery. Merging ourselves and retaining at the same time, no? Seems to be paradoxical. Perhaps our poor intellect, which moves only in a limited sphere, cannot grasp this truth. The best thing is to realize that supreme state by performing the needed sadhana and know for oneself by experience what the supreme attainment is. So when this point was raised by our friend, suddenly, it struck to us that though this cannot be brought within the purview of our intellect, why did Papa say so? Why did he prompt the friend to bring it up? It might add something to our sadhana. Very important. Because what we are going to realize when we are on the process, the realization will come. But why are we now trying to understand it now before the realization? Then the answer comes that it will add up something in our path. So started deeply reflecting about it. Some reflection is this. Spiritual traditions often speak of the ultimate goal as union with the supreme consciousness, complete oneness, where all sense of separateness dissolves. This is what you always hear, from Mahatmas, from Shastras. At the same time, they also hint at a mysterious retention of individuality. That is, we are trying to understand the harmonious relationship with the rest of the creation. Harmonious relationship with the rest of the creation comes only when there is something common, no? Something common in all of us about which we are not very clear. But all our values, human values, it stems from what? A harmonious relationship with the co-creation. Harmony at home, harmony at workplace, harmony with friends. And that harmony can come only when we try to, we may not know the principle of philosophy, but we know one thing. Harmony is possible when we love them, when we accommodate them, when we give in. Please think about it. So this relationship is there, mysterious relationship, individuality. A personal mode of existence that does not contradict unity, but somehow coexists with it. We find Mahatmas who have scaled the heights. They don't run away from the field. They don't belittle the relevance of the creation. Papa, in one word, he said, to love all is the true bhakti of God. To serve all is the real worship of God. To love whom? Love all means all creations, you know. To serve all means to serve all creations. So that principle is not absent in the creation. So in me also is the principle as well as the sense of individuality is there. Think about it. Please. The difficulty lies not in the truth, but in the limitation of the human intellect. Our intellect functions through divisions. Subject, object, knower, known, one and many. It can either conceive identity or difference, but not both simultaneously. The supreme spiritual state transcends this dual framework. Identity and differences, you know. Knower and the known. Many sages therefore say that in the highest realization, individuality is not destroyed but transformed. The individual as such does not exist. The individual as a form of that exists. Individuality is not destroyed but transformed. What disappears is the ego, the sense of being a separate, independent doer. What remains is a transparent individuality. At the moment, in none of us, the transparency is there. Innocence, you know. So as we keep on progressing, just like a child, elsewhere Papa says, no, spontaneity, simplicity, humility. These are all visible in such. It is not that when we see an individual, a realized soul, these three are expressive, you know. So that is called transparent individuality. My likes and dislikes, my rights and wrongs, my preferences, my priorities, my infatuation, my cravings, my attachment towards my name, form, possessions, all these things are layers that prevent this transparency, opaqueness. Through which the transparent individuality through which the Supreme expresses itself. One is no longer apart from the divine, yet one is not reduced to nothingness. One is no longer apart from the divine, yet one is not reduced to nothingness. That is why such states are often described as inexplicable, achintyam, beyond thought, beyond logical resolutions. Apparently it is paradoxical. Hence scriptures and saints repeatedly emphasize this truth cannot be grasped by reasoning alone. some effort. It must be lived and known by direct experience. The wisest course, therefore, is not to speculate endlessly, but to undertake the required sadhana with sincerity and patience. When the mind becomes purified and refined through practice, the truth reveals itself, not as a concept, but as a living reality. Only then does one truly know what that supreme attainment is. We were also going through a few articles of Papa that has appeared in Divine Life. There are about 30. We selected 3 or 4. How does it get expressed? Merging with the cosmic consciousness and retaining the sense of individuality. So there are a few quotations. The sweetest and dearest relationship with him, near and personal, which I maintained all along the initial struggle and aspiration. We all do that, devotees, Bhagavan and Bhakta. Sweetest relationship. We start with that. Has at present become real, intimate, permanent. When we start, we have based on the faith of Shastras or Mahatmas. So we pray. We pray to him. To whom? To the indwelling reality. Starting point. The sweetest and dearest relationship with him, near and personal, which I maintained all along the initial struggle and aspiration, has at present become real, intimate, permanent. He is now my constant companion as a careful mother and beneficent master. He has reached, at the same time, retaining the individuality. Another one. I started to live in my beloved's world when he removed the veil from my eyes. I started to live in my beloved's world when he removed the veil from my eyes, curtain. I am now moving about playfully in his benign presence as a child before its mother. He says, indwelling, play on. I have set you free, have given you a new vision, a new life, a new joy that never fades. Don't worry, don't bother. Play on. Another one. Yet I speak of my beloved as though he is separate from me. There is sweetness in such speech, unsurpassing sweetness. I feel thrills when my heart is visioned with his presence. Is not his presence itself me? I am lost in the mystic oneness, a puzzling mystery, the secret of secrets. I played at being separate from my beloved. The play went on. Then a change in the play. Now I play as the beloved himself. The play goes on. I am also the play and the playground, the beloved and the lover. I am everything and beyond. What mystery is that all that I say is and write. If you ask me who I am, I answer, I am you. I am all. All bodies are mine. I am the indwelling spirit of all beings. I am the power that activates all things. I pervade the manifestation. I am the manifestation. I see myself as all existent, apparent and non-apparent objects. I am inside and outside of all forms. Still, I am above them all. Can you fully know who I am? Who you are? I cannot. You cannot. Now kindly think, why this topic? How does this topic help us in our daily sadhana? After hearing all these things, some instrumental cause he made our friend to raise. and then little bit of drilling. How does it help my sadhana? Please come out. There are no rights and wrongs, whatever that comes in your mind.
Somebody will realize an intimate relationship that we can develop with him.
That can be
over a
developed.
period of time.
Yes, absolutely right. Then
there can be back that there is another with whom I can interact, even though I.
He says we can feel that there is another with whom I can interact.
beautiful.
You saying something further?
I was, but
No? Okay. You can continue.
I thought I was being heard. But if you have to,
Come closer if you want to say it yourself. Come.
No, you can. I have that.
The essence was that. The essence was that.
He says the essence was what I just said.
Yes. How does this help us in our sadhana? Otherwise, it becomes academic exercise. We are not interested in that.
The second part was that I am not God, even though God is inside me.
Oh.
I am not God.
He says the second part he wanted to say was that I am not God, though God is inside me.
Good. Though I am not God at the moment, though I don't feel I am God, I have understood that He is within me. Good. It helps. Anything? You originated.
It reminds me of. Sorry, you're saying something. Please continue.
No, I want to go back to the conversation we had in Satsang 2 days ago. We were talking about the strangest word that exists. I mean I. He was saying that I am not God, but
But Papa says you are he, but you do not know that. But Papa says you are he, but you do not know that. It does speak some.
You are able to. Wait.
how to explain. When we say, I do this, I think that, I say that, we don't realize that it's God who is doing, saying and thinking. But I'm using that I-ness, let's call it I-ness. So that I-ness is a link between God and us.
Good interpretation. I-ness is the link between me and Him.
So we lost on the way saying I'm God, I'm not God. We lost on the way. But there is something.
Exactly. Probably that is why He gave us this I. Link. In the case of other species, this is not given, In animals too, in a very minor degree. Otherwise, no. The I is not given. That is why we say that the human life is precious. Because this I has been given to know Him, to enjoy Him. But not knowing this, we forgot. That is another. That also His play. At the appropriate time, He makes us, make you play on. He says, that word. Play on. I have set you free. I have given you a new vision, a new life, a new joy. Don't worry, don't bother. So anything else? Yes? All of you are hearing?
I got something. Swamiji, there's one bhajan which Vinay sings. Huh? He says, "Meera si lagan to laga de, bhakti ke path par la de, मैं प्रेम का सागर बन जाऊं, तू लहर लहर बन जा." That means, give me the absorption that Meera had, and get me on the path of devotion. You are the ocean of love, and I am the wave that arises within it. So basically, it's the wave and ocean kind of thing, no? That even though you're one with it, you still play on as the wave of the ocean.
Sure. Yes, it's a nice way of understanding. Anything else?
Maybe it can help in our sadhana. Just you say that God gave us the sense of I
Correct.
to play. It's like a flower turned into nose to enjoy its own fragrance, something like this. So we know something about the play, the board game. I don't know how to say about where we are. I mean, it explains. Sorry, but it is a point that we can try to follow. It's not follow also, sorry. I don't find a word. But
Don't worry.
Ya hace falta te digo.
So what emerges now is, let us not condemn me. Normally we all feel, spirituality means no I-ness. True, there is no I-ness. But it is the I that is getting refined. The last word, a transparent individuality. Individuality is still there, no? Individuality is not destroyed but transformed. So sadhana, that's why for sadhana, we need not bring the notion that this I should go. No, it will not go. The only thing is the I becomes aware, but truly aware of its role. Because the master has given me the I to play. I forgot. I thought I am playing. That's all. There also he helps us. Acha, now linking with our Ram Nam chanting. When we close our eyes, we can try now also. When we close our eyes and when we slowly chant Ram Nam, if we are blessed with the awareness that Nama is being chanted through us, this becomes a reality, at least during that particular time. Is it clear? No, not clear. We close our eyes, we chant. We try to hear our own chanting. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Ram. Please close your eyes and chant. Were you able to hear?
Yes.
Everybody? By and large, everybody. So the hearing, that means the chanting is done by one part. And knowing that chanting is another part. Huh? But we are one, The knowing part and the chanting part is inherent in us. So he is guiding us. I am there right now here. And I have given you a sense of individuality. Who is now chanting? But for all practical purposes, for outsiders and everybody, it's only one. Inside, the two are transparent. Again we will try. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai
This is otherwise named as knowingly chanting. Not merely chanting. Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Chanting goes on. Knowingly chanting. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. In this knowingly chanting, a clear-cut direct experience of the chanter and the witnessing the chanting. The witness as well as the chanter. And now we know that witness is with us, has been with us. Even while talking, while doing, while thinking. So through Nama chanting, suppose we get the grip of the chanting entity and the witnessing truth, all in this equipment. And when we try to chant this regularly with this bhavana, I'm not talking about collective chanting. It may not be possible. But when we are individually sitting and chanting, and when we try to hear our own chanting, now this two are one. It cannot be explained. Two are there, but two are in one. It cannot be divided, but at the same time, it is two functionings are taking place. You know? Witnessing and chanting. That is why he initially said the ultimate end of spiritual endeavor is not only to merge oneself in the supreme consciousness, but also to retain in a mysterious way a personal existence. The sweetest and the dearest relationship with him, the sweetest and the dearest relationship with him, the witness and the chanter, near and personal, which I maintained all along the initial stage. We are all the initial stages. So now we develop this, has at present become real, intimate, and permanent one. He is now my constant companion, as a careful mother and a beneficent master. When he directed us to this particular, then only we came to know why he made this topic. No? Hey, look here, you are doing every day Ram Nam chanting, You are trying to bring so many dimensions. Everything is okay. That has now led to, but still you feel, do you feel his presence within? Normally, no. But yes, but no. So we are now trying to get out of that hurdle. So how to know that he is there with us? So that is why in the initial stages now we can infer that he was chanting. That's why he emphatically, authentically declared that chanting will help us to realize him. Simple. No other sadhana. No other sadhana excepting chanting. Because through this chanting, mental chanting, oral chanting, then mental chanting, then hearing the chanting orally, hearing the chanting mentally. Those who have advanced, even if they open their eyes, it will not distract. Blank look will be there. But in our case, the mind will go here and there. Better for us, unless we train ourselves, close our eyes and chant. And try to knowingly chant. That means hearing the chanting, easy way to understand. Knowingly chanting means hearing the chanting. And then suddenly, just like, when you want to bring out the coconut oil from the coconut. First the created coconut, then boiled water, you put it in you put this, and boiled water is added to it. Then you squeeze, you get the coconut milk with water. Then you start boiling it. 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. You be alert. At a particular moment, after the entire water content has been sublimated, you will see, tuck, the oil gets separated from the residues. We think we have brought something new. No, it was inherent. It was there, but it was covered. It was not knowing. Similarly, we are now talking, doing, thinking, everything is there, but still we are unable to find out his presence. So Nama helps us to, by chanting it with this bhavana, with this attitude, mental background, of knowingly chanting him, the separation comes. the witness and the chanter. Again we fail, we forget. Again we try, again we try, again we try, again we try. And then one fine morning he will reveal to us, if every chanting can help you to know the witness and the chanter, why don't you practice it in every thought? And then every action. We fail, we forget, again we try. So that is why this particular quotation which appeared, beyond that we cannot explain. It is on the experiential plane. But at least today he is now making us to do the chanting more effectively. And through the chanting we are trying to separate the witness and the chanter.
Then Swamiji, who is the witness and who is the chanter?
That experience only will give, the two sides of the same. Not an outside agency. Is it clear?
Very much clear with this example.
Eh?
Very much clear with this example. Oil is there, but you are separated. When you are one, then oil.
A process is necessary.
Yes,
Process necessary.
very much clear with this example.
When first we started, we were looking always alert because we would like to see that particular moment and thrilling. Otherwise, it will be boiling. The boil comes down, and then tuck.
You can sit inside, come.
You can sit. So now we try to bring in this dimension in our main sadhana, chanting. How does chanting help us to know His presence? He will give us a glimpse now by doing this witness consciousness. Because sufficient training has not been done, immediately after this session, we forget Him. Only we are there. So that can come only by practice. 22 hours out of 24 hours he was practicing in the initial stage. What do we do? At best half an hour, 1 hour. That too with not like this. So then now we understand 22 hours out of 24 hours in 1920, he was very clear about this. He himself has mentioned all these things. Witness consciousness. Later on when we go through some shlokas also we understand. Brahmanandam Paramasukhatam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Danduvatitam Gagana-sadrisham Tattvamasyadiraksham Ekam Nityam Achalam Sarvadi Sakshutam Bhavatitam Triguna-rahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. So the Guru inside, he is, in this sloka it is beautifully mentioned. God is in the form of Sadguru inside. And though, when Papa says attributes, now we get also some idea. Attributes. Simultaneously, we have been asked to develop this dwelling on attributes while chanting. So this Sakshi, you are the witness consciousness inside me, who is witnessing the chanting. It's not a theory, it's a direct experience. Immediately we sit, we try. We sit, we try. We sit, we try. And slowly the truth begins to blossom. During our Namotsava, proposed Namotsava in Tiruvannamalai, when we were trying to identify the topics, the first topic, awaken the sleeping divine consciousness.
Okay, you want it? The book is here.
Awaken the sleeping divine consciousness through chant. So Nama helps us. Now we understand the meaning of it. It is there, it has been there. It is sleeping. It has to be awakened. How do we awaken it? There are many methods of awakening, waking it up. One method is Nama chanting. There are so many methods. One method is to chant. And how, in what way it helps? We first chant, we make it as a habit. We try to chant or vocally. Then we slowly try to chant mentally. Then we try to chant and we try to develop hearing the chanting. And when again the hearing goes on, suddenly the revelation comes, the chanting is being heard, the chanting is being witnessed, the chanting is being known. Wait, how? There is a witness witnessing the chanting.
Somebody witnesses God.
She's asking, witness is God?
God. He is God.
Think.
That's what I
That is what Papa says, we have to find witness sarvadi sakshi bhutam. He is there in the form of witness. If somebody says witness is God, we have heard it, it does not affect. So we have to practice. Whatever somebody has said, it has not helped us, to be blunt. We hear it, we retain it in memory, we reproduce it. Beyond that, no. But anything that we do it by ourselves and try to find out the answer. Now you remember, as another Shivan when he came and asked, properly chanting. What is properly chanting? Now we understand. Direct passport,
Swamiji, there is a chanter, the waiter, the witness. And what happens when you are chanting and you are also the witness and the chanting stops? There is a point, chant stops.
When we get a glimpse of that stopping, yesterday we experienced it. Chanting stops. For a short time. And again one thought comes. No, we will try it. You know that a thought has come. Wait. We ask. Who knows? Again we are conscious of the thought. Not limited to the chanting. Not in the busy activity period. This has to be tried when we are alone, to know his presence. Then later on we will come to know this witness is not coming and going. He is the ever-present reality within us. Because of the sound, because of the thought going out, it was not recognizing its presence. Now when we say you should hear your own chanting, that means you are shutting off all your outgoing tendencies and pulling it to the chanting. That one thing at a time, at the exclusion of others, suddenly makes us aware of the presence of the witness, or present witness. Please think over and anyway, it is not a separate sadhana. We are all doing Ramnam. So during the chanting, we try at least 10 or 15 minutes when we are alone. We repeat, when we are alone and repeating chants. And somehow try to become aware of his presence, at least during that period. And then we stretch it slowly. 1,000 times you will fail. 10,000 times you will fail. But we know that he is there. So the attitude changes. Why don't you make me aware? You are there, You gave me a glimpse through witness consciousness. So behind every thought, every word, every deed, when I become aware of you, the so-called me, gets transformed. Bereft of this knowledge, I become independent and naturally.
சுவாமிஜி அந்த விட்னஸ் கான்ஷியஸ் இருக்கனால நன்னா தூங்கினோம் அப்பவும் அவர் இருக்கார் நன்னா தூங்கினோம் சொல்ல முடியாது நன்னா சுகமா தூங்கினேன்னு அதனால தானே சொல்ல முடியும் ஈவன் தூங்கும்
Yeah. She says, when you say, I had a good sleep yesterday, the witness must be there, which we don't recognize, that's all. Who says, I have slept? There is a witness consciousness that says, yes, you had a sound sleep. So he is there, you are right. Yat sopna jagara sushuptim avedi nityam tad brahmam. Who is there with me during the jagara, the waking, dream and deep sleep? Yat sopna jagara sushuptim avedi nityam tad brahmam nishkalam aham nacha bhuta sangha. I am not these matter envelopments. Bhuta sangha means I am not these matter envelopments, I am that. These are all the wonderful slogas, by which we remember Papa writing to Puja Swamiji during his sadhana days in Rishikesh, that you also chant a few slogas. That gives a boost. Anyhow, now is it becoming clearer and clearer, no? So when Papa says chanting is the easiest method, He today made us to dwell upon it, and through that He is making us a little more clearer. Not that we become realized souls, no. we have to perseveringly develop this. Just to opening the aperture, again it is closed. So chanting, vocal chanting, mental chanting, hearing the mental chanting, feeling the presence of the chanter and the witness. So every day, suppose 5 to 10 minutes, we practice it every day. Slowly. It's a direct experience, not coming from anybody. The witness is blessing us with his presence, awareness of his presence, The witness in us is blessing us with the awareness of his presence. At the moment, no. He is not blessed us with the awareness of his presence. He allows the thought to arrogate itself as the me and mine. But now with this method, he is making us, he is blessing with his awareness, presence of his awareness, and by which now we separate. Apparently separate, but in reality one. Then we will come to know that he is making us to chant. Later, let it come by itself. So at the moment, let us be clear about this method. To make use of the chanting, just like coconut oil in a coconut, the ghee in the milk. Can anybody say milk, the ghee has come from this milk? But you and I, we know from our experience, when a little bit of buttermilk is added, it becomes a curd, and we do the churning, the butter is formed, and from the butter, when all the, water particles are removed, until such time even the aroma is not there, no? But the moment it gets cleared, when the ghee comes out, immediately your smell will say, yes, ghee is there. Yeah. It is exactly like this. And as somebody beautifully said, the ghee will get spoiled after a day. Sorry, milk will get spoiled. Ghee will never get spoiled. It adds to the quality wherever it is added.
No change form.
See? So he is placing before us all these things in white, black and white. The ghee in the, probably the coconut oil, many may not know at all because we go and buy the coconut oil from the mall. But most of us must be doing this. I don't know now whether churning is there.
But old industry.
But it will be somebody, in some form it is there. And in that sizzling sound will be there when the butter quits the form and places in the form of the transformation.
Chutney.
Beautiful. Let us think about these two, this thing, and apply Nama chanting with this perspective. And though there are two, one in two, or two in one, no? And then we have been promised by Mahatmas like Papa that once this becomes established in us, we will become conscious of His presence behind every thought. The thought can be witnessed, body can be witnessed. You close your eyes and watch your body. No, you can do that, no? Your eyes, your nose, your everything, all organs which are easily identifiable. Your form itself. But we is satisfied with that and we go, who is witnessing? We'll ask now. Who is the power which is the power which makes me know that I am witnessing my body, no? Think. So slowly Nama chanting will enter into our entire activities. That's what Papa assures us. When he says, behold divinity in every aspect of this world, Leela. And personally we feel one sentence of his that speaks Ramdas. That is the bedrock on which everything can be built. Individual is the universal. Microcosm is the macrocosm. These two. So we don't have to go outside to learn. We just close our eyes and start digging. This chanting, hearing, everything is internal, no? Knowing your thought. Normally the thought carries us away. But now when we develop, we know knowingly thinking. Yesterday I couldn't sleep because of various thoughts. Huh? Who said that? If you are the thought, can you say that? Wonderful, pleasant feeling you get. Who? Wait, who? Like that, we have to ask. So, behind our intellect, behind our thought, behind our mind, behind our body, we try to slowly recognize the witness, the witnessing. And if we get stabilized in this individual body, then Papa assures us, first realize within, then automatically you will be able to realize without. See how through a quotation he is making us to get into this. I started with this. The ultimate end of spiritual endeavor is not only to merge oneself in the supreme consciousness, but also to retain in a mysterious way a personal existence. That's what we are discussing. How these conditions can be reconciled is a mystery. Perhaps our poor intellect, which moves only in a limited sphere, that is, it can only go in the known objects, not inside, cannot grasp this truth. The best thing is to realize the supreme state by performing the needed sadhana and know for oneself by experience what that supreme attainment is. Witness conscious. So individuality is not destroyed but transformed. What means is a transparent individuality. Pure. Which is defined as, comes out in the form of spontaneity, simplicity, humility. These are all the outward signs of our absorbing or our becoming aware. The indwelling reality, when it blesses with the awareness of its presence, this is what the individual expresses. Spontaneity, simplicity, humility. Please think over it. Tomorrow onwards we can have, if you all feel the satsang can be had here rather than in that hall, personally we would like this. What about you? No, in the sense you have to walk all the way, no? Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Everybody is ready. You can have
When we were children, once in a year, there used to be Vanabhojan. We all go with vessels and go to a forest, and the people, elders will start cooking, organizing everything, and there will be nama chanting, bhajans, everything, and at the appropriate time, they will go and catch some leaves. It will be cleared. Then they will also carry water. There will be water, and it will be cleaned, and we will all sit on the floor. The earth children, and it will be one. And so when we asked, why this Vanabhojan? This is our origin. Connect yourself with the origin, at least once. Though not in the fullest measure, some taste. You are one with the nature. An inexplicable harmony develops in our, inexplicable. You cannot say this is that, this is this. An inexplicable harmony wells up in our heart. That is why you immediately said we will have it here. Though there are no words here. No? Hari Om. Oh, with the same 3 times Ramnam. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Ram. Jai Ram. Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Hari Om.